A warm welcome to all our viewers. I'm your host Pratiksha Mishra and you're watching another episode of South Asia Focus. Let's begin the show. India is ushering in a new era of defence manufacturing, bold, indigenous and globally competitive. Under the visionary frameworks of Make in India and Self-Reliant India, the country is rapidly evolving from a traditional importer to a trusted global defence production hub. From precision-guided missiles to next-generation fighter jets, India is not just building for itself, it's building for the world. Here's how this transformation is taking shape. Take a look.
With its eyes firmly set on self-reliance and global competitiveness, India's defence sector is undergoing a monumental transformation. The government's decisive push for indigenization is now translating into a tangible milestone. From next-generation fighter jets to precision strike missiles, India is steadily reducing its dependence on foreign imports and bolstering homegrown military capabilities. One such landmark moment came in Lucknow, where Defence Minister Rajnath Singh flagged off the first batch of indigenously manufactured BrahMos missiles at a state-of-the-art BrahMos aerospace facility. The facility, a key part of the Uttar Pradesh Defence Industrial Corridor, was inaugurated just 5 months ago, underscoring India's accelerated pace and growing precision in defence production.
ब्रह्मोस सिर्फ एक मिसाइल नहीं है, बल्कि वह भारत की बढ़ती हुई स्वदेशी क्षमताओं का यह प्रतीक है। एक तरफ इसमें ट्रेडिशनल वारहेड हैं, एडवांस गाइडेड सिस्टम्स हैं, तो दूसरी तरफ यह सुपरसोनिक गति से लंबी दूरी तक मार कर सकता है। स्पीड, एक्यूरेसी और पावर का यह कॉम्बिनेशन ब्रह्मोस को दुनिया की सर्वश्रेष्ठ प्रणालियों में से एक बनाता है।
This rollout of BrahMos missiles clearly indicates that India is going to be building these missiles indigenously. Every year we are going to be ramping up the production lines and facilities of this missile, and obviously this is being done with the vision of self-reliance in defense production, as well as make in India and make for the world vision.
It's not just the missile systems. India's aviation sector is soaring to new heights as well. At Hindustan Aeronautics Limited's Nashik facility, the Indigenous developed light combat aircraft Tejas Mk-1A made its first public sortie, a proud demonstration of India's aeronautical capabilities. The event also marked the launch of third production line for the LCA Tejas Mk-1A and the second for STT-40 basic trainer aircraft, further strengthening India's indigenous aircraft fleet. This expansion is a strategic step to meet rising domestic and international demand, in line with the government's goal of becoming a global exporter of reliable and advanced defense hardware.
So it's really a great achievement on the part of our HAL Nashik division, and we are very proud that this capability we have added so fast that we are now able to have 3 lines of 8 and we can deliver those aircraft at a much faster rate. So this was a decision taken by the board that we should enhance capacity, and I'm very happy today that we are seeing the fruition of that decision.
India is strengthening its global partnerships with a sharp focus on innovation and co-production. On his first visit to Australia, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh co-chaired the first ever India-Australia Defence Industry Business Roundtable in Sydney with Assistant Minister of Defence Peter Khalil. The dialogue centered on defence manufacturing, technology sharing and capability development driven by Make in India and Atmanirbhar Bharat. Further bolstering cooperation, both countries signed an agreement on mutual submarine rescue, marking a new chapter in maritime security and defence collaboration. Together, India and Australia are shaping a resilient and self-reliant Indo-Pacific.
We will be doing more in terms of information sharing. We're doing more in respect of signing an MOU around submarine rescue. But all of that is taking our high-level strategic alignment and taking this to a much deeper operational level.
India's defense transformation reflects a powerful blend of ambition and action, from indigenous innovation to international collaboration. With every milestone, from BrahMos to Tejas to global partnerships, India is not just securing its borders, it is defining the future of a self-reliant and resilient defense ecosystem.
As temperatures drop and weather patterns change across Pakistan, the country's poor environmental management and weak governance are once again exposed. Lahore's air has become dangerously polluted, turning the city into a choking cloud of smog. It now ranks as the most polluted city in the world, a clear sign of Pakistan's failure to protect its people from the effects of years of corruption, carelessness and weak institutions.
Across the world, as temperatures drop and weather patterns shift, countries prepare for seasonal environmental challenges, tightening regulations, warning citizens and reinforcing health measures. But in Pakistan, the story is one of denial and decay. Here, poor governance, corruption and years of neglect have turned a natural seasonal shift into a national health emergency. This week, Lahore, once called the City of Gardens, has been ranked the most polluted city in the world. A title that reflects not just dirty air, but the dirty reality of Pakistan's environmental mismanagement.
तो ख्याल यही है कि जितने भी हॉस्पिटलों में जाएं, हॉस्पिटल में विजिट करें, यहाँ पर बहुत ज़्यादा इस टाइम बीमार हुए हैं। ये स्मोक की ही वजह से है। ये अभी तक हम भी पैनाडोल रख कर बैठे हैं। ये पैनाडोल की गोली है, ये हम रख कर देखें, अभी साथ साथ खा रहे हैं, इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं, यूज़ कर रहे हैं। स्मोक इस टाइम हो ही बहुत ज़्यादा गई है। सुबह के टाइम ज़्यादा होती है और एक शाम के टाइम ज़्यादा होती है।
According to global air quality monitors, Lahore's air quality index has hit a dangerous 274, pushing it far beyond safe limits. As winter sets in, heavy air traps pollutants close to the ground. Smoke from vehicles, emissions from unregulated factories, and dust from unchecked construction sites. Each year, Pakistan blames the weather, but experts say this is a self-inflicted disaster, a direct result of government failure, institutional corruption, and a lack of political will.
बढ़ती स्मोक के मद्देनजर रखते हुए देखा जाए तो आजकल बहुत सी बीमारियां फैल रही हैं जिसमें ज़्यादातर आंखों का ज़्यादा इशू बन रहा है.
Lahore's smog is more than a seasonal event. It's a mirror of Pakistan's dysfunction. Pakistan now stands as a symbol of environmental collapse and governmental neglect. Until Pakistan confronts its corruption and invests in protecting its people, the air will remain as toxic as politics that created it.
Time now for Asia This Week, the stories from across the continent.
Pakistan has banned the hardline Tehreek-e-Labbaik Pakistan party for the second time in 4 years, just a week after violent clashes between its supporters and police left 5 people dead. The move follows nationwide protests by TLP members, who took to the streets for an anti-Israel march ahead of US President Donald Trump's expected announcement of a Gaza ceasefire deal. In a statement, the government said the cabinet unanimously approved the ban, accusing the group of being involved in terrorist and violent activities. The TLP, known for its radical Islamist stance and history of street agitation, has repeatedly clashed with authorities over issues ranging from blasphemy laws to foreign policy. Gas producing nations must stand united against trade restrictions and what they call discriminatory measures targeting energy exports. That's according to Qatar's Energy Minister Saad Al-Kabi. Speaking at a ministerial meeting of the Gas Exporting Countries Forum in Doha, Al-Kabi urged members to take their stance clear, saying such measures unfairly disadvantage energy products, particularly natural gas. While he did not specify which policies he was referring to, his comments come amid growing tensions with the European Union over its new sustainability rules. Both Qatar and the United States have pressed Brussels to ease the law, which could impose fines of up to 5% of global revenue on companies that fail to comply. North Korea said it successfully tested a new cutting-edge weapon system involving hypersonic projectiles on October 22nd as part of a defense program to enhance strategic deterrence against enemies. 2 hypersonic projectiles were launched from a region near the capital Pyongyang and hit a target inland in the country's northeast, state news agency KCNA reported on October 23rd. KCNA did not mention that North Korean leader Kim Jong-un was present for the test. North Korea has been developing hypersonic missiles that are designed to maneuver and evade the target's missile defenses.
Moving on. The illegal and brutal occupation of Jammu and Kashmir by Pakistan remains one of the gravest violations of human rights in South Asia. This year also, on October 22nd, the anniversary of Pakistan's 1947 invasion, the darkest day in Kashmir's history, the United Kashmir People's National Party strongly condemned Pakistan's continued atrocities. These include the cold-blooded killings of peaceful protesters and demographic engineering in POJK and Gilgit-Baltistan. UK PNP called on the international community to hold Pakistan accountable and end its oppressive, violent rule, once and for all.
The ongoing illegal occupation of Jammu and Kashmir by Pakistan remains one of the most serious and unresolved issues in South Asia. Since the initial invasion in 1947, Pakistan has maintained unlawful control over large parts of the region, characterized by systemic human rights abuses, including torture, arbitrary arrests, suppression of political dissent, and violent crackdowns on peaceful protesters. Every year on 22 October, the United Kashmir People's National Party holds protests, rallies and seminars to remember the 1947 Pakistani invasion of Jammu and Kashmir, a day the party calls the darkest in the state's history. This year, as in every year before, UK PNP vehemently condemned Pakistan's continued occupation and aggression. UK PNP emphasized Pakistan's persistent role as the primary aggressor in Jammu and Kashmir and condemned recent atrocities committed by Pakistani security forces, including the cold-blooded shootings of peaceful protesters in POJK, highlighting Pakistan's blatant disregard for human rights and the rule of law. UK PNP called for an end to Pakistan's demographic engineering in Gilgit-Baltistan and POJK, a deliberate attempt to alter the region's cultural and ethnic fabric.
22nd of October 1947, the Pakistani attack on Jammu and Kashmir, the darkest day in history of states. United Kashmir People's National Party, the UK PNP, observes 22nd of October every year as the darkest day in the history of the state of Jammu and Kashmir.
The United Kashmir People's National Party also staged protests in Brussels right in front of the European Parliament to raise international awareness about the ongoing human rights abuses in Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir.
इस ऑपरेशन गुलमर्ग के नतीजे में जो है वो हमारे लोगों को मारा गया, जो है वो हमारे जो है वो बच्चे जो है वो यतीम हो गए, हमारी जो है वो औरतों की अस्मत दरी हुई। हम ये चाहते हैं कि एक फैक्ट फाइंडिंग मिशन जो है वो आज़ाद कश्मीर और गिलगित बल्तिस्तान और होल जम्मू कश्मीर में भेजा जाए, ताकि जितनी भी ह्यूमन राइट्स वायोलेशन है उनको जो है वो रिकॉर्ड में लाया जाए और उनके ऊपर जो है वो सेक्शन मेजर्स लिए जाएं।
On 29th of September, a massive protest was dealt with the iron fist of government of Pakistan, and about 12 innocent people, including some members of the armed forces, law enforcement agencies and local police, were killed. That is very unfortunate situation. And after that, the government of Pakistan established a delegation to talk with Jammu Kashmir Joint Awami Action Committee. We believe that such killings of innocent people could have been avoided if Pakistan would have nominated that delegation before 29th of September. We condemn those killings and we demand government of Pakistan to provide compensation to the victims of those families whose loved ones were become the target of Pakistani law enforcement agencies' bullets.
UK PNP demanded the international community hold Pakistan accountable for its crimes, including the cold-blooded killings and demographic manipulation designed to erase the identity of Kashmiris.
And now let's move to a story from Mehsana district in India's Gujarat, where a teacher's innovation is transforming the way students learn. Deepti-ben Joshi, a dedicated educator at Dholasan Primary School, is using creative social science riddles to make learning engaging and fun. Riding several kilometers each day to reach her school, her commitment and unique teaching method are inspiring students and fellow teachers alike. What began in one classroom is now influencing schools across Gujarat, showcasing the true impact of innovative teaching.
In recent years, Gujarat's school education system has seen remarkable improvement, a result of dedicated government efforts and the unwavering commitment of teachers on the ground. Among these change makers is a passionate educator from Mehsana district who is going the extra mile to spark curiosity in her students. A single mother, Deepti-ben, travels several kilometers each day on her Activa scooter to reach Dholasan Primary School, located in Jotana Taluka of Mehsana district, driven by a mission to make learning meaningful. Her innovative approach to teaching social science is changing the way her students learn. She has introduced an innovative idea by creating 246 social science puzzles for students of standards 6 to 8. These puzzles have sparked curiosity and have helped students increase students' knowledge. Her approach has encouraged students to become self-learners as they have started reading their textbooks independently to find answers.
મારું ઇનોવેશન છે આજનું ઉખાણું. સામાજિક વિજ્ઞાન વિષયમાં વિદ્યાર્થીઓને રસ લેતા કરવા માટે મેં ધોરણ 6 થી 8ના દરેક એકમમાંથી સામાજિક વિજ્ઞાન વિષયના ઉખાણા તૈયાર કર્યા છે. દરરોજ એક ઉખાણું શાળાની અંદર ડિસ્પ્લે બોર્ડ પર મૂકવામાં આવે છે અને એ જ ઉખાણાને સોશિયલ મીડિયાના માધ્યમથી વિદ્યાર્થીઓ સુધી પહોંચાડવામાં આવે છે. વિદ્યાર્થીઓ તે ઉખાણાનો જવાબ શોધવાનો પ્રયત્ન કરે છે અને બીજા દિવસે જે વિદ્યાર્થી સૌથી પહેલા જવાબ શોધીને લાવે છે તેને ઇનામ આપવામાં આવે છે. પ્રાર્થના સભામાં તેનું સન્માન કરવામાં આવે છે. આ ઉખાણા શોધીને વિદ્યાર્થીઓ સામાજિક વિજ્ઞાન વિષયમાં રસ લેતા થયા છે. મારું આ ઇનોવેશન ફક્ત મારી શાળા પૂરતું જ મર્યાદિત નથી, પરંતુ ગુજરાતના ખૂણે ખૂણે પહોંચાડવાનો પ્રયત્ન કર્યો છે. ગુજરાતના બીજા શિક્ષકો પણ આ ઇનોવેશનનો ઉપયોગ કરતા થયા છે. આ ઉખાણાની મદદથી ગુજરાતના બીજા શિક્ષકો અને વિદ્યાર્થીઓ તેનો લાભ ઉઠાવી શક્યા છે અને એસએટી અને પીએટીના ડેટામાં પણ સુધારો થયો છે.
Deepti-ben's idea is simple yet powerful, turning a traditionally theory-heavy subject into a game of discovery. Her innovation is helping students not just memorize but truly understand and enjoy what they learn.
દીપ્તિબેન જ્યારે અમને ઉખાણા મોકલે છે સામાજિક વિજ્ઞાનના ત્યારે અમે બુકમાંથી શોધીને તેનો જવાબ આપીએ છીએ. સામાજિક વિજ્ઞાન અમને ભણવું ગમે છે ઉખાણાથી અને દીપ્તિબેન આનાથી અમને ઘણો ઉપયોગ થાય છે સામાજિક વિજ્ઞાન ભણવામાં.
Deeptiben has received several awards and recognitions for her outstanding contributions to education. Her journey of innovation began at her previous school, where she first introduced her idea and earned widespread appreciation, setting the stage for continued success.
બેને પોતાનું નોકરીની જોઈનિંગ એ પણ આ શાળામાંથી જ કરેલી હતી. શરૂઆતથી જ બેન બાળકોમાં એટલા બધા પ્રિય થઈ ગયા કે બાળકોને પોતાની માતાની જેમ રાખતા હતા. સામાજિક વિજ્ઞાન એ બેનનો મુખ્ય વિષય હતો અને સામાજિક વિજ્ઞાનમાં દરરોજ નવું કંઈક સંશોધન કરવું એ બેનની એક આદત પડી ગયેલી.
Deeptiben's approach has been adopted by different schools in Gujarat, spreading the impact even further. Her dedication reflects the transformative spirit driving Gujarat's education reforms. With the support of progressive government initiatives and the passion of educators like her, classrooms across the state are becoming centers of innovation and inspiration.
Deeptiben's story is a shining example that dedication and creativity together can redefine the way our children learn. And with that, we come to the end of this week's episode. See you next week. Till then, goodbye and take care.